Father's Day. Father's Day in New Orleans. So now I'm the age of the old people that used to scare me so much when I was a child. That's okay. It's the cycle of life, and I said yes to the cycle a long time ago. The only alternative is to commit suicide, and as an alternative, I don't find suicide appealing. So I've said yes to the cycle of life many times. And in that cycle, I've become a father and will soon become a grandfather. With that thought, the cycle suddenly appears larger than it used to be, when it was only my life cycle that mattered and was of importance. So now my daughter is living her own cycle, and my granddaughter is about to begin hers in the year of 2013. Suddenly, issues have more urgency than they used to. A political discussion is no longer just an interesting intellectual debate. It's a flat-out, dragged-down, no-holds-barred search for truth. Truth is sometimes hard to come by. It's especially hard to come by when there's money involved and power. And of course, money and power are behind our use of carbon fuels. We believe that there is no alternative. We are told that there is no alternative. We're told that the sun, the wind, are not sufficient, and possibly they aren't. But we have never spent any money attempting to research those areas. And we have spent no money at all researching what Nikola Tesla told us about over a century ago. You can look him up on YouTube. Nikola Tesla. Tesla. J.P. Morgan went to see his lab. J.P. Morgan was his benefactor. And when he showed J.P. Morgan what he could do to provide energy to mankind, J.P. Morgan is said to have replied, "But I can't put a meter on that." Not long afterward, the laboratory was destroyed. And the benefactor stopped supporting Tesla. So now we remember the name of J.P. Morgan, and only recently has Tesla become well known. What is there? What if the fortunes of the oil companies went into research on Tesla? They would make money, but they wouldn't kill us while they're at it. I'm sure lying in the United States is no different from what has been in any other major government in world's history. They come, they go with distressing rapidity. The lies seem to be part of the ruling class's modus operandi. But I'm not concerned with other countries. I'm concerned with the U.S. I'm a citizen of the U.S. So what happens here is of great importance to me. So if we know that the use of the carbon fuels is transforming our climate and our environment, what are we going to do about it? What about all these tar sands, these mountaintop removals, these Keystone and other pipelines, these railway cars loaded with dirty oil traveling through our southern cities, the sinkholes caused by the removal of the supportive water and gas and petroleum underneath the surface? What about the land subsidence, leading us here in New Orleans to wonder whether we will be in the Gulf at some point? Before my daughter, and especially my granddaughter, even have a chance to live. Does any other animal soil its own nest like that? So I'm told that it is not too late to make a change, to save ourselves from this rush to suicide, in a rabid search for more carbon, in a frenetic search for more wealth and power. Like the alcoholic admitting that he's an addict, in the U.S. we have to admit we are addicts, and then we can consider another way of doing things. And for all of us, I hope that is what happens.